I've always kept some sort of like swept over hairline, but I'd never really paid that much attention to it. As I left uni, I'd sort of become aware that my hairline was receding a bit. My brother's 4.5 years older than me, so I'd noticed his hairline was receding a bit and was sort of anticipating it. As the years went on, I just started noticing it more and more. Also, another one of my friends has basically been in a similar situation. He's not so thin at the top as I am, but his hairline started going backwards. So it was one of those things we'd sort of riff off each other,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, both of us are, losing our hair and stuff. As time went on, I would notice it more and more, especially like coming out of the shower and stuff. I'd sort of realize how thin it was at the top. I'd start sweeping over more. It's only really recently I've started styling my hair. I've always been super lazy with it, but it's just come out of necessity now. Because I've just noticed how bad it is. I don't want to say bad. I don't want to tell people like running out of hair is a bad thing. But from my perspective, eventually it got to the stage where I had started to notice it, and my fear was that other people would notice first.
Right.
So my immediate reaction to that situation is just to bring it up where I can, to make the jokes on my expense, to be like, oh, I'm going bald, and like talk to my friends about, oh, we're going to be bald soon, because I'd much rather do it on my terms and have people recognize it through me saying it than be like, oh God, it's time to maybe shave that off. So I actually had a deal with a couple of my friends where if both of them independently told me it was time to shave my head, that was the day I had to do it, because it had reached that stage. And I think probably at that time, that was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, it's because I didn't have the confidence to take ownership of the decision for myself.
Right. Okay,
and I wanted other people to sort of tell me it was time to shave it, rather than doing it because I thought it was the right thing to do,
Yeah.
As things progressed and I started losing more hair, I have just become really aware of it, and I've started thinking about it all the time. The reason I've got such long hair at the moment is because me and the same 2 guys actually I made that deal with, we made a bet back in October that the last person to get their hair cut wins 75 quid, I think it is. We put 25 quid in a pot each, but it was my idea to it was my idea for the bet, but I think it was probably an excuse for me to sort of grow out the hair. Without having to be like, well, why aren't you getting your hair cut? Because I know that if I now get my hair cut, it's not going to look anything like it did back in October. Things are getting pretty dire up there. I've sort of been making these weird bets and excuses for a while to sort of ease my view of it. But now I think, I'm really aware of it. I think about it all the time, and I think it's just time to do something about it. I also think sort of where there was that middle ground of me taking ownership and me sort of being happy about it, now I've slipped into some uncomfortable patterns. I've been wearing hats constantly, or I've grown my hair, and I'm like only recently starting to style my hair after a lifetime of not doing it, is because I'm trying to hide something rather than being sort of authentic to myself. I have enough anxiety. I have enough things I'm stressed about in my life. I don't want to continue to be stressed about something that's completely natural and I don't have any control over. For a while, again, I was in denial. I was thinking about buying all these shampoos. I was thinking about buying the medications, but I don't want to deal with the side effects. I don't want to deal with the cost of them. I think it's just easier in this situation to lean into it and accept it. And I think it's going to be quite an empowering thing for me to step up and say, do you know what? I've shaved my head and that's my decision. And if anyone's got a problem with that, well, then they can deal with it. I want to do it on my terms and make it this defining moment for me that says I made a choice and I'm happy with it, as opposed to just doing it to run away from what I'm scared of people saying. Lifting up all 4 hairs I've got.
Oh, you have to take them off.
Oh yeah, proper barber's experience.
First one. Oh, he's just doing it. Oh, he's just done it.
No stopping now. Look how long my fringe was.
Yeah, that is.
Is it looking good?
No, I need a picture for my contact record.
Thanks, mate.
Already, it looks better.
You reckon?
I can see it now. It suits.
Yeah, I can imagine it.
100%.
If anyone wants to come in here and get a strip off, feel free. Yeah.
It already looks so much better. Like up here. So we want to stop like here.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe like there. Yeah, you go. Better to go safe than sorry with the beard for now.
Oh, this is exciting.
I can go full mullet here.
You want to go?
Oh, full on. Get your left side as well.
It's
getting long.
You haven't got a weird shaped head.
No,
I didn't think I
don't.
did, but thanks for confirming. I really don't have any hair now, do
It's great.
I? Can you see how thin it is at the top now? Yeah. Wicked.
It 100% suits you as well, though, is the thing. I think we're done.
Oh, yeah. God, I was really thinning up top, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get rid of all of it. Let's keep going. Is my beer floating around? Because I could really just do with a sip of beer right now. Thank you.
I wouldn't be concerned because it 100% suits you.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Which is really great because there's no turning back now.
Oh,
Unless
no.
you got so much sellotape.
I'm going to have so much fun touching this.
See that?
That's what she said.
See, that length looks good.
The thing is, I can grow it to that length if I want to. If I'm doing this now, I might as well go all the way. Do you want to shave yours, Tom?
What? No. What? Maybe one day. Not today. This is your spotlight. Oh, it feels fucking great.
Right, can we get the shorter bit out now? Are we ready for it? Ow!
I like it. I
So do I.
I think that's really good.
Yeah.
It's going to be so weird when you have a shower.
I can't wait. I'm going for a shower as soon as this is done.
Look at that. It's like a whole new man.
I really like it.
Yeah. I'm jealous. How easy your life is now.
You've done a good job, Tom.
Feels great as well.
Okay, BRB, I'm just going to go have a look in the mirror.
Wait.
How you doing?
My guy, I'm doing well, thank you, man. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
How are you feeling, mate? I mean, I don't know if you want to take me through that day. Again, I'm here to listen, really.
I mean, I was pretty nervous going into it. You know, it was a big decision, and I think though at that point, at the point where I decided to speak to you, I'd made my mind up it was happening. But it was just like, okay, cool, right, get my friends on board, see if they're up for like shaving it, make a whole thing of it, and like I was nervous, and I was. The whole day I just knew it was coming. Then I went to go see my friend's new house, and they gave us the tour. We sat in the garden having a drink. I was like, right, guys, let's just get this done, because otherwise I'm just going to be sat here waiting until it's time. So they were like, all right, wicked, go outside, got the camera set up, got another beer in hand, handed me the razor. It's like, let's just go. First strip done. And I'm watching all my friends' faces while it's happening, because I couldn't see myself. And I was like, okay, nothing too bad yet. We'll get in there again. And then I don't know if you heard it in the video. I can't remember when my friend Tom said it. It was like straight away from the first one. He knew it was the right decision. I was like, all right, cool. Once the nerves are gone of like putting the first strip through your hair, there's nothing you can do about it. You just crack on, and it was just fun, and I just enjoyed the whole experience. And then the moment it was all off, and I got the first reactions from everyone, and you know the reactions are genuine when people are saying, they're not saying, oh, it looks good. They're going, no, it actually looks good, because people had their doubts beforehand, but they go, no. This is the right decision. It looks great, and honestly, that's the reaction I've had from anyone. I thought there'd be sort of more ribbing and more head slapping and stuff like that, but everyone's just been really positive about it, and it's made me. It's funny. Obviously, we spoke in the first half about like me wanting to reduce like a source of anxiety for me, and like getting rid of like worried about going bald. It has made a marked impact straight away in terms of my confidence, because I don't have to worry about people being stood behind me. I don't have to worry about how the wind has affected my hair or whatever. I'm good to go straight away first thing in the morning now, and it's great. The only thing is a bit of upkeep, keeping it short, but it's easy done. So yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Great, man. No, I'm really happy to hear it. And even in that video, you were like, I can't wait to just jump in the shower. And even little things like that, little wins that you get from it, like you're in, bit of this, you're out, it's done. It's not because you mentioned before, right? You'd taken to actually having to style it. Whereas before, that was never even your thing. Before, you weren't someone who took loads of time and effort into styling the hair, but that kind of crept in to cover what was going on, right?
Yeah, so I've got that level of sort of carefree freedom back that I just had previously before I started stressing about the hair. So yeah, it's just great, honestly. The amount of time I now spend just running my hand over my head, or like I catch myself in a reflection, because for the first few days you just forget you haven't got any hair, and you're like, oh wait, hold on, is that me?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just really happy with it, and I think it's just turned out all right. I've got not that anyone should avoid it because they're worried about this stuff, but I feel like I've sort of got the head shape for it. The beard's coming along nicely now. Like, I'm just happy. It's one of those things that you just had to do it for myself. I couldn't worry about what other people were going to think or what it was going to look like or whatever. It's just, this was for me, and it's worked out great. And I think it had worked out great, irrelevant of how I'd looked with my head shaved, because I took control of that situation. Yeah. Which I think is the important thing that perhaps other people could take away from this. It's just, you're in control then. You have chosen to like have the shaved head, and that's the look you want to present to the world, and that's it. That's all anyone else needs to know.
Over the moon for you, mate. Absolute pleasure.
Cheers, dude.